I think many women underestimate just how strongly men are drawn to charm. It often gets overshadowed by conversations about looks, style, or surface-level attraction. But charm operates on a deeper level. Charm is not about perfection or performance. It's about how a woman shows up energetically and emotionally. When charm is present, it creates ease, curiosity, and connection. It invites rather than demands attention. This topic opens up a much bigger conversation about what actually holds a man's interest over time, beyond first impressions, and why certain qualities consistently stand out regardless of culture, age, or background. So let's explore this idea more fully by looking at the 4 most charming qualities in a woman. These qualities come up again and again when men are asked honestly what draws them in. It's fascinating because the answers are surprisingly consistent. Across panels, conversations, and years of observation, men tend to name the same core traits. They may describe them in different language, but the essence is the same. These qualities don't require a specific body type, age, or lifestyle. They are inner qualities that shape how a woman relates to herself and to others. The first and most commonly mentioned quality is self-confidence. Almost every man, when pressed to explain what he personally finds most charming, eventually lands here. Self-confidence doesn't mean arrogance or loudness. It's not about dominating a room or proving anything. It's about comfort with oneself. A confident woman is grounded in who she is, what she likes, and what she values. That inner steadiness is deeply attractive because it signals emotional stability and authenticity, qualities that feel safe and inviting to others. Self-confidence is often misunderstood, so it's worth unpacking. It doesn't mean having no insecurities. It means not being ruled by them. A self-confident woman doesn't constantly seek validation or reshape herself to fit what she thinks others want. She trusts her own perspective and allows herself to take up space without apology. Men consistently report that this kind of confidence feels refreshing. It removes pressure from the interaction and allows genuine connection to form, rather than a dynamic built on approval-seeking or performance. The second charming quality is authenticity, and men often describe this as courage. Authenticity takes bravery because it means being real instead of pleasing. It means speaking directly, expressing needs, sharing dreams, and allowing one's true personality to be seen. Courage shows up when a woman says what she actually thinks, even if it might not land perfectly. This honesty creates trust. Men often feel relieved around authentic women because they don't have to guess, decode signals, or navigate layers of pretense. This is especially powerful because many women are taught, consciously or unconsciously, to pretend in order to be liked. From appearance to behavior, there's pressure to smooth edges, laugh politely, and hide discomfort. Over time, this performance can become exhausting and disconnecting. Ironically, what is meant to be pleasing often has the opposite effect. Men consistently say they would rather engage with a woman who is real, even if she's imperfect, than someone who is constantly trying to manage how she is perceived. Authenticity doesn't mean being harsh or careless. It means being honest and aligned. When a woman shows up as herself, it signals emotional maturity. It tells a man that what he sees is what he gets. That transparency builds trust and attraction far more effectively than trying to meet an imagined standard. While pretense might seem safe for the moment, authenticity is what creates depth and longevity in connection. The third charming quality is passion. Passion gives life energy. It's the sense that a woman has something that lights her up beyond the relationship. Men often describe this as a woman having her own source of nourishment. When she brings that fullness into a relationship, it enriches a connection rather than draining it. Passion can be about anything: work, art, learning causes, hobbies, or curiosity about life itself. The specific interest matters less than the aliveness behind it. A woman who is passionate brings enthusiasm, vitality, and inspiration into shared space. Conversations become more engaging, and time together feels meaningful. Interestingly, men may not always understand or share the passion itself, but they are drawn to the energy it creates. Sometimes a shared passion is a bonus, but it's not required. What matters is that she is animated, engaged, and connected to something that matters to her personally. This also explains why men respond differently to how women communicate. Complaining drains energy quickly, while speaking passionately expands it. When a woman talks about something she truly cares about, men tend to listen longer and feel more engaged. There's even measurable evidence that being around a passionate woman can elevate a man's sense of well-being. That uplift is part of what makes passion such a powerful and charming quality. Passion transforms presence. It changes the atmosphere of an interaction. Men often describe this with affection, even humor, noticing how they support their partner's interests simply because it matters to her. What might seem trivial from the outside becomes meaningful because it represents her joy. Passion creates a cycle of giving and appreciation, where energy flows naturally between partners rather than being forced. The fourth charming quality is the most challenging for many women: receptivity. This quality is often misunderstood because it can feel counterintuitive, especially for women who value independence and strength. Receptivity doesn't mean passivity or dependence. It means being open to receiving. When self-confidence, authenticity, and passion are present, they naturally inspire a man to want to give. Receptivity is what allows that giving to land. When a woman consistently refuses help, guidance, care, or contribution, it can unintentionally shut down that impulse to give. Men often experience meaning and purpose through offering support, protection, insight, or effort. Receptivity tells him that what he offers matters. It doesn't erase a woman's capability. It simply allows space for partnership. Without receptivity, the energy becomes blocked and frustration can build. Many women don't realize how much they lead with sexual attraction, thinking it is a primary way to hold interest. Sexual energy can trigger desire, but it also activates impulse and tension. Charm, on the other hand, invites generosity. Charm makes a man want to give rather than take. This distinction is subtle but crucial. Sexual attraction may spark interest, but charm sustains connection. Receptivity balances a dynamic created by the first three qualities. When a woman is receptive, she allows care, ideas, affection, and effort to reach her. She doesn't have to accept everything, but she acknowledges the intention behind it. This acknowledgement is deeply affirming. Men often look for women who are receptive not just to what they offer, but to who they are. Together, self-confidence, authenticity, passion, and receptivity form a powerful combination. They shift how a man feels in a woman's presence. Instead of feeling challenged, pressured, or shut out, he feels invited and valued. These qualities create an environment where generosity, respect, and mutual enjoyment can thrive. Charm, in this sense, is not about strategy or manipulation. It's about alignment, openness, and shared humanity. When women focus less on performing attraction and more on embodying these qualities, relationships often become easier and more fulfilling. Charm changes the entire tone of connection. It moves interaction from tension to flow, from taking to giving. That is why charm, though often underestimated, remains one of the most powerful forces in attraction and long-term connection.